Good morning, Carmelians. RJ back with another video. So let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day from 1988 Donruss, the bonus MVP one. Donruss MVP. I say it's a bonus because on the back it was numbered BC. They had, I think it was a 24 card set. It typically came in the factory set. I don't believe that it was, I do not believe it was pack inserted randomly. I think I had to get this in the complete set variation. So Mike Schmidt, the bonus card, BC number 4 from 1988 Donruss. That's my random Mike Schmidt item of the day. Today's random baseball item of the day. Cool little item here. From 1994, the April edition of Beckett magazine with Michael Jordan on the cover. Really cool little piece of my collection. I always like to go through this once in a while. A couple things. Look at the hot and cold version. Who was hot back then? Those are the individuals who was hot. 1993 Flair and 1993 Topps Finest were hot as far as sets are concerned. Upper Deck SP was hot. Bowman. Look who was cold. It's interesting, too. A lot of times you'll get people on both lists. So here's Frank Thomas, number 10 at the cold, but he was the number 1 hot person as well. And there's a couple of those. Let's see who else made both lists, if anybody. Ricky Henderson was cold. Oh, my. Pete Rose. Well, Pete Rose is cold. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Bo Jackson was cold. I think that might be the only one. I don't think McGuire made the top list, so McGuire was cold at the time. Yeah, but you get that. People who are getting hot and cold on the hot and cold list. So, and the other thing I like to look at is what was your Mickey Mantle rookie card going for? Well, this was usually considered in mint condition, in perfect condition, $25,000 for a Mickey Mantle rookie. Well, I should say a 52 Topps Mantle was going for $25,000. So, really cool thing if you have old Beckett magazines in your collection. I only keep really special magazines anymore. I don't have a lot of magazines in my collection. They take up space. They're not worth anything. But I keep special ones like this, the Jordan cover with the Jordan SP card on the front. So it's one of the few magazines I still have in my collection. Today's trivia question. All right, today's trivia question. On this date in baseball history, June the 2nd, 1903, this player pitches for the Chicago Cubs. July the 2nd, 1903, this individual pitches for the Chicago Cubs, becoming the first son of a former major league player to play in the major leagues. Very obscure question, very obscure name, but I'm sure you can find it. Shoot me that answer. What you're playing for, perfectly enough. The Tinkers to Evers to Chance trio. This is from the 1993 Baseball Assistance Team Upper Deck Heroes release from 1993. Upper Deck all-time greats. Tinkers to Evers to Chance. All 3 cards that came out of that set that year. Here is Joe Tinker. Third shortstop, Johnny Evers. A lot of times I still think it should be Evers, but a lot of people say Evers. I won't fault you either way. At second base, and Frank Chance, the manager, as well as your first baseman. So that's what you're playing for. All you got to do is shoot me a guess on that email, or a guess on that question. My email will be in the description below, along with a repeat of that question. You will have today and tomorrow to answer. We will pick a winner on Sunday, all right? Good luck to everybody on that one. Today's what I'm going to show off. It is Kidz Korner again. When I do Kidz Korner, I don't know if anybody even watches this. I don't know if I'm making a difference in the hobby, but I'm I'm making my effort. I'm showing off inexpensive items that kids can afford, their parents can afford easily, that I believe are interesting, fun, cool, and might interest kids. So today what I want to show off is your 1988 Fleer Classic Miniature Set. It's a box set. This is how they came. There is a checklist here, 120 total cards, 1 through 60 on this side, 61 through 120 on that side. It wasn't all just stars. With 120 cards, you're going to get some scrubs, so bear that in mind. But they were duplicates. They weren't even duplicates, actually. They were different poses from the original set. Now, they are glossy in cover. They're like kind of like Topps Tiffany or Fleer glossy. They have a glossy surface. So here is the size of a normal Donruss card. My Mike Schmidt Donruss. I'm sorry, Fleer. I'm talking Donruss. Mike Schmidt 1988 Fleer. This is one of the 19, and this is the size difference. I'll show you what the 88 Mike Schmidt card looks like in the Fleer Minis. You'll see it's a different pose. I'm going to put that back there for right now. But here are the cards. I'm going to go through them pretty quickly. Pause once in a while, but for the most part, I just want to thumb through all 120 and show you some of the people. What you're getting when you get a set like this. First of all, you could have these box sets for $5. They did 3 years, 1986, 87, and 88. And they did it for 3 years and 3 years on. And each set, each one is no more than $5 on the bay. You can get any of them for $5. All right. Here you got Tony Fernandez, Tom Henke. And you can see that Fleer, like they always did it by team. They did a group of members on the same team and then jumped to another team. Jimmy Key, Braves, Deion James, Dale Murphy, quite the star still at that time, Zane Smith. Cubbies, Andre Dawson, mini. Mark Grace had the most hits of anybody in the 1990s, Mark Grace did. Jerry Mumphrey, Sandberg, Sutcliffe, Cal Daniels on the Reds, Eric Davis, John Franco, Ron Robinson, Jeff Treadway. Notice Barry Larkin wasn't in the set yet. Now, he was a rookie in 87, so by 88, he still hadn't established himself, I suppose. Kevin Bass, Glenn Davis, Nolan Ryan, Mike Scott, Dave Smith. Over the Dodgers, you got Kirk Gibson, Pedro Guerrero, Oral Hershiser, Steve Sachs, Fernando, Tim Burke, Andres Galarraga, Neil Heaton, Tim Raines, Tim Wallach. Those are your Expos players. On the Mets, who were hot at the time, the Mets were in fuego back in the 80s, in the mid to late 80s. The Mets were awesome. Dwight Gooden, Keith Hernandez, Greg Jeffries, Howard Johnson, Roger McDowell, Darryl Strawberry. No Gary Carter. That's kind of surprising, too. Here's my Phillies. So here we go. Bedrosian, Von Hayes, Shane Raleigh, Juan Samuel. And there's your Mike Schmidt card. This is the one that's in the Fleer mini set. As you can see, obviously, it's a different image. So they weren't just complete mini copies of the set. There was only 120 of them. They used a different image. It's not like the top 75 minis where it was a complete duplicate. So Mike Schmidt. In the Pirates, you had Bobby Bowe, Mike Dunn, Andy Van Slyke. Notice you didn't have Barry Bonds. They chose Bobby Bonilla over Barry Bonds in 88. Vince Coleman, Bob Horner, Willie McGee, Ozzie Smith, John Tudor, Todd Worrell, Tony Gwynn, John Kruk, Lance McCullers, Tony Benito Santiago, Will Clark on the Giants, Jeff Leonard, Kenny Madalado, Kurt Manwaring, and Don Robinson. So that was the back ones. Wow, I think I had these in reverse order or something. Oh, I don't even know if I put these in order. Wow, I'm just kind of thumbing through. There might be more of these that I haven't seen yet. I take it back. Eddie Murray, Dave Schmidt, Larry Sheets, Wade Boggs, Roger Clemens, Dwight Evans, Mike Greenwell, Sam Horn. There's a name. I have no idea who Sam Horn was. Lee Smith on the Red Sox at this time. Brian Downing, Wally Joyner, everybody's favorite hot rookie there. Devon White, Mike Witt, Yvonne Calderon, Ozzie Guillen, Jack McDowell, Kenny Williams, Joe Carter, Julio Franco, Pat Tabler, Doyle Alexander, Jack Morris, Matt Noakes, Walt Terrell, Alan Tramm. I'm surprised he didn't put Lou Whitaker in here. Brett Saberhagen, Kevin Seitzer, Danny Tartable, Gary Thurman, Teddy Guerra, Paul Molitor, Dan Plesac, Robin Yount, Gary Gaetti, Kent Herbeck, Kirby Puckett, Jeff Reardon, Frank Viola, Jack Clark, Ricky Henderson, Don Mattingly, Willie Randolph, Dave Rigetti, Dave Winfield, Jose Canseco, Mark McGuire. Of course, you're going to have those two together, right? Dave Parker, Dave Stewart, Walt Weiss, Bob Welch, Mickey Brantley, Mark Langston, Harold Reynolds, Scott Fletcher, Charlie Huff, Pete Incaviglia, Larry Parrish, Ruben Sierra, George Bell, and Mark Eichhorn. I don't remember seeing George Brett at all in this set. That's weird to me that they wouldn't have included George Brett. George was an absolute star at the time. That is odd to me. Can't do anything about it now, right? That's what they made. So anyway, again, it is a little set, mini playing cards, or not playing cards, mini baseball cards. One of the things I love about that is, like Fleer did, they put in stickers. So not only did they have mini cards, they had smaller sticker versions. This is just team versions. You only got, what did it say here? You only got 18. So you weren't going to get all the teams if you only bought one set. These were randomly inserted. So if you actually want to get every sticker card, you'd have to shop around for them. Sometimes you get duplicates too. You never knew what teams you were going to get. So if you were a person who enjoyed or desired to have a complete sticker set, you can get them on the bay, but it's it's not really something you have to go out of your way for. I'm the kind of guy who would love to have a complete sticker set. That's just who I am, but I haven't made the effort yet. So this is your 1988 mini set. One of the reasons, again, I love it, it's $5. This whole box. Doesn't matter. In fact, I was at my my LCS not too long ago, and I think it was the 87 version they had. And they had, like, I don't know, oh gosh, they might have had 15 boxes of this in the 1987 set. There's 3 of them. One is red. The red one is the 1986 set. One is blue. The 1987 set is blue. One is, and then one is green. The 1988 set is green. So you know why they're obviously labeled on the cover. They'll tell you what year it is. But you'll know if you have it right away by the color of the box. And again, they're so inexpensive. It's a really great collectible. And I'm not one to speak. I'm old now. My kids are all old, but I remember when I was younger, my kids enjoyed, let's keep up with Dad. Remember, sometimes you'd be out there with your lawnmower and the kid would be next to you with his little plastic lawnmower. Or you'd be something else and your kid would be next to you with a little mini version of that thing. So if you're a dad who likes to collect cards and you want to give your kid the fun sitting next to you and thumbing through cards, why not get him a little box set like this? It's $5. Every one of them. All 3 sets can be had for $5 or even under. Sometimes I saw them for like $2.99 for the whole set on the bay right now. Right this second, you can go on there and get this little set for like $5 and under. It is a fantastic little thing. It is an awesome, fun thing for kids. Again, highly recommend it if you're a collector with kids and you want to get them interested in collecting. Again, that's what we're trying to do here. Get kids interested in the game, in the hobby. Then by all means, consider picking up one of these Fleer box sets, the classic miniatures. They're cheap, they're inexpensive. Comes with stickers, people. What more could you want? That's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. I really do appreciate your support as I try my best to support everybody with great card beauty, all right? Thank you very much for watching. Come back again one more time on Friday and then Sunday as well for the trivia recap, all right? Appreciate you all tuning in. Have a great rest of your week and a great weekend. Otherwise, take care.